Hi Virgo, welcome to your weekly reading. This is for the week of March 11th to March 17th. Yay! Alright, so let's just jump in. I feel that the Virgos that were resonating with the message that came through me last week, this message seems to be a continuation for you, okay? But of course, use your own intuition about that. And thank you to all of you, sorry, I just woke up. All of you who have reached out to me with questions and reading requests about your divine project, okay? So yeah, I'm just so excited to learn about what other people are doing. Anyway, so let's jump right in. All right, so Virgo, if this resonates with you, then you may feel that, you know, during your life, you've just probably been putting one foot in front of the other, doing your own thing. It may seem like you just had a humdrum life, you know, doing a job, whatever. But here, it's like this person, what I'm seeing in this picture is like this person has just finished laying all of this groundwork, you know, doing this whole field, and then he goes to his horse and he realizes that on his cell phone that he has a message and it says get back to the house. So you go back to the house, right? And what the message says, the parallel here in real life is that, hey man, you have a divine project or you have something that you have to do, so come back to the house because there's someone there to meet you. And in that case, you meet your teacher, okay? So I think that for some of you, if you haven't met a teacher for you, or a messenger or something related to a project or some kind of thing a contract that you're supposed to do, then you will this week, okay? But I do feel a lot of you already have. So there was a fated meeting. There's a moment where you met, and it could have been, you know, with my video or getting a personal reading and giving you insight into that, or it could be that it's something that you already knew and you're working on, but you've already met with somebody. But what I see now, what Spirit is saying in a nutshell, is that you have met your teacher, you have met your messenger, you have been given whatever you need at this time. Now is the time for you to go out, and now you have to create your, I don't want to say destiny, it's not that. You have to work up your project, so to speak. That even, even that's not like the best way to say that. But what I'm seeing here is that, yeah, you've received information. And on the left, now it's time for you to go out into the world. You've become a journeyman, okay? A journeyman. You're not an apprentice. You know, I think you may have this idea that you're an apprentice, some of you, but you're not an apprentice. You are a journeyman. You passed the apprentice level. You have, it's not to say you can't benefit from learning what other people have to teach you and benefit from having teachers, but it's more like you are now going to head out and start to make your own way. And what would the equivalent be? That would be like somebody who's in graduate school. Like they just got their degree, but just because you have a graduate degree doesn't mean that you are whatever. No, you have to go out there now and put the knowledge that you've learned to good use. So that's where you are, my dear Virgo. And I think that some of you are itching to start doing that, to get that underway. I think that some of you are wondering how you're going to apply this knowledge into the world. Yeah, I feel like as you go out into the world, it's not to say you'll be alone. You'll have other messengers telling you, like you'll have people pointing you in the right direction and taking you places. But look at the crown on this person's head in the right. You have your own antenna, is what the universe is trying to tell you. You're built in. You have everything that you need built in for you. So you're tasked with being creative at this time as to how you're going to use these gifts and materialize them. Ding! And take a look at this. It's almost like it's your vision. How do you want to, you know, impact the world? You've got your walking papers now. Bye. The door closes, and you find yourself standing outside this building like, okay, well, where should I go? Should I go left, right? I don't know. I'll just keep walking this way because I hear rushing water and I'll go, right? So that's kind of where you are. So what would that mean for you guys? That could mean, I don't know, it depends on you. It could mean that you might start reading a book, you might encounter a book, you might see a workshop, you might decide, I'm just going to sit down here with these cards and do my best, or I'm just going to try this, I'm going to try that. Or you may even just turn to your angels and be like, hey guys, I know you're here, I know I can't see you right now, whatevs, but point me in the right direction. You know, look at what you're saying. You're like, let me know. Where should I go? And then they put some wind in your sails and you're drifted to where you need to go. You're kind of an explorer right now. You're exploring your talents. You're seeing what you can do. A quick example. So I've always liked doing this kind of thing, you know, but I've never really thought I could do this. I mean, come on, guys. Like, what? And then late last year, I was on the way to work. Like, I needed to leave home like in 5 minutes. But of course, the angels, you know, when they strike, they're like, wait, we have something for you. And I'm like, what? I'm like, I gotta go. So then I just start drawing this diagram of me and my twin standing behind me, and then like eight of my guides standing in front, and I'm in front of this table, and it's like, they're like, you're gonna be doing readings. I was like, whatever, you guys are crazy, I gotta go to work. Anyway, the point is, they gave me that, and then all of a sudden I was like, I feel like buying some tarot cards. I bought one, and then I started doing more and more, and then they, you know, it just started graduating a little bit more. It's the same thing they're going to do for you. They've told you what you're going to be doing, but then they start putting things in, things start trickling into your existence. Friends started wanting, you know, a reading, and I was like, okay, I'll do this, but I don't know, and it just grows that way. And where you are now is where where I was at a certain time, where I started to explore. So what does that mean? It meant being open and just saying, well, I wonder if I can do past life readings. I wonder if I can heal someone through this. And I tried it with no holds bar, and it would work. So guys, the angels are saying that not all of you, okay, I think a lot of you feel this might, you know, be for you, or you might dismiss it because you think it's not for you. It's not. You guys are not all going to be tarot readers or energy healers or whatever. It could be anything that makes use of a skill that is made manifest and is what's the word? Is expanded through the connection of love, divine love, okay? So if you're an artist, you know, if you're a tire changer or a mechanic or something, you can still have a divine project of your own, okay? So that's what Spirit is saying. All right, so, but it's up to you. During this week, you might find yourself being left to your own devices to kind of play around with what you've got. So let's take a look at this second row. And for those of you who do enjoy a good spread, I enjoy a good spread. And might I just say, I love the spread that came out for Virgo this time. Look, 1, 2, and then here, 1, 2, 1, 2, 3, and then 3 different cards. New cards, by the way, I'll show you later. Anyway, so, but the way it reads, it's like this across. So I think, let's take a look, Virgo. Your teacher has appeared for you. They've given you information, and then that's it. Now, does that mean you can't ask for more information? You can't seek that out? No, of course you can. It just means that that will have to be a decision of yours, right? Maybe you felt compelled this time, but because you're the one who's going to be plotting your course and doing your curriculum, so to speak, if you feel you need to reach out to somebody, then so be it. If you feel you don't, then so be it. You know, so, but I think in this case, a lot of you felt that you were called to watch the video, or you were called to get a reading, or you were called to talk to somebody, or just whatever that gave you the idea last time, and now it's all you, baby. So here's your teacher who appeared, who gave you the message, who this and that, and then boom, they turned their back on you. It's not to say turn their back on you, but this is the angels trying to communicate. They're like, yes, angels are saying, yes, we brought you. That's how they talk. I'm just kidding. Yes, they're saying, we brought you a message, and now, boom, it's up to you and what you do with that. And they're doing that because they want you to experience your craft, whatever this craft is. If it's making dog houses out of popsicles, you know, there's always a market. Okay, there's always someone who will fall in love with that. And I think that came from a decision that you had on some soul level. You felt that there was something more that you needed to do, you needed to grow into, and so you consulted with your guides, and then they stepped in and brought you a message. And now they've delivered the message for you. Okay, they've delivered that message for you. Yes. And I still have some readings for some of you who asked me about that. So it's in the inbox still. Don't worry, I'll get to you. But the message is coming. So they delivered the message to you. And now this is you, okay? Like they gave it to you, boom, that's you. But now this is you, ready to journey out into the world. You may find that you're like, wait, see this rock? Where do I go now? What am I supposed to do? Here, look at that bird here. They're with you. Here, anything now is up to you. If you want to ask for more guidance, bird will come. If you want to ask for money for your project, maybe money will come, right? If you want to travel, go to another country and try this out, that's where it'll be. This indecision, or not indecision, this seeming inaction in this card is because you're kind of trying to take a moment to be like, what next? So to help cut down on the time, they're telling you that what next? They're throwing the question back to you. You're like, well, what next? They're like, well, what next? So they don't want you to wait too long, like if you're expecting them to tell you what's going to happen next, right? Now, if you ask them to tell you, maybe they might. Who knows? We don't know. But it would be your decision to ask, right? You're going into hermit mode. You are the teacher, right? You're the teacher, but I see that you're going to be journeying. It doesn't have to be geographic, but it's like figuratively, you're branching out and you're calling the shots now. You've received this information. It's awesome. You've got your light. You've got your walking stick. Now go forth. And see, it's almost like your guides are saying, you got everything you need. Go forth now and do whatever you need. Now, guides are going to be there. They're going to be there to talk with you, share ideas with you. They're a vivacious group. Imagine if I was one of your guides and I'm standing next to you and I'm just chattering away like usual, right? Oh my gosh, you'd look so great if you did this and that. And well, how about this? Okay, you're doing that, but why don't you try this? I think it would be great for you. But at the end of the day, it's your decision, right? Yeah, and that's what your angels and guides are there to help you with. Cool? Aw, just as I said that, I'm like, they're here. I see them in this card right here. They're so good. That's like your little angels and guides. They're like, hey. And I'm seeing two images here. One that's them and then you, where they're just like, hey man, there's one of them and there's the rest and that's you. They're like, hey man, yeah, we're here for you, buddy. What do you want? Yeah, you just let us know. You want to go left? You want to go to Iowa and open that store? Sure. Like, well, we got some guys on working on the finances right now. We'll start sending you resources. Yeah, you're kind of like, not to say their boss because it's a team effort, but you're kind of like their boss because you're the creative control. What would you like to do? And at the same time, I see this also being you and your, dog. Maybe you're talking to your dog or you're talking to somebody, but you're also opening it up to spirit. It's just a team effort, and it really is up to you. And I think that's lovely. Wouldn't it be great to be your own boss? All right, so let's continue on here, Virgo. What I'm seeing again, and look at these two cards, they're mirroring each other. What I'm seeing is that you have been dropped off here, and the messenger is leaving now, right? Your teacher is heading out. And it's, again, not to leave you alone. Doesn't mean you won't have access to anybody. It just means that you've received that major message to get you started. And now they're saying the world is your oyster. The world is your palette. Start to draw upon it. And same thing here. Look at these two. It's mirroring right here. And then they've gotten, imagine this being a projector, PowerPoint or Prezi or whatever, and the two, you and your partners, some of you have partners involved in this, business partners and whatnot. I think that's why I'm seeing two here. But whoever's involved in this project, now you guys are watching the intro video. Sorry, I can't think. I just woke up. Intro video. I also feel that a lot of you have already started brainstorming. I see you watching videos, thinking together, coming up with business plans, everything. That's so, it makes my heart so warm. Like, I love it. Don't cry, Janelle, don't. And look, here's your teacher speeding away, okay? I'm saying your teacher because it could be someone as simple as teaching you what it is that you needed at that moment to get started, right? They're like, bye, bye. And this person's slipping out. You don't even notice because you're so busy taking a look at what it is that you need to look at. And again, it's not to say you'll never see that teacher again or any other teacher. It's just that right now you're focused on that and taking care of business. taking care of business, something, something, right? Now, the angels are saying, hold on, let me double check this message here, but let's all look at it while I look at it too. Okay. All right, so I'm seeing here this is obviously a deception card, right? I see there being some what can I, it's like I feel the energy, I'm trying to articulate it. Some stomping on your heart here, you know, some fires that need to be put out, some just all over stress. And here just being liberated, okay? So I'm seeing that you're stepping into like this new cycle where you're being liberated, and this is a chance for you to move beyond those things. Move beyond those things. Are you tired where you are? You're tired of working with the people you're working with? Do you want to try something new? Do you want to be more aligned with someone more your speed, with spirit, where you know that everything that you do has purpose and has protection? Like, I just see you being super happy doing this thing, and just, it's passion, right? So I think that some of you may just be feeling like, oh, I'm just so tired of this. There may be also, in a sense, there may be like some, I don't want to say fighting, maybe some disagreements, maybe between you and your business partner or whatnot. I don't know. But see, the angels here, they're saying that you guys have to work it out because you're working together. Look at this mirroring. Okay? It's like continuity. Look at the colors. They're very similar. Oops, sorry. Right here, right? The angels are like, listen, you have to work it out. You've been notified. Yeah, you've been notified about this. Bye. Now you're making your business plan. This is for those of you who have partners involved in this. I don't necessarily mean romantic partners, but business partners as well. Right? You guys are learning, you're coming up with plans. You might have a few problems, along the way, but remember to stay in touch with the passion that's brought you guys together. And the angels are saying, no, you don't get to move on to the next stage until you guys work it out. So please don't let ego and business dealings and all of that stuff get in the way of what it is that you need to do. Stay connected to the passion, stay connected to helping other people with your project. And I feel that a lot of times when money gets involved, it starts to get a little rough with people, especially if you have partners. So just be mindful of that. And they're saying, yeah, you need to work that out first, because if you can't work that out, then this project, look, they're going to have to put a hold on it or something. I mean, when you work for spirit, I'm not saying there won't be problems once you work for spirit, but they want to make sure that you're clean. You're clean in the heart space, that you're focused, you're getting together. So some of you may have some things in your life right now that you have to work through, whether or not it's with a business partner who's going to help you in this project. Maybe you just have partner issues in general. Maybe you have deception, sleepless nights, stress in your life related to anything. They're saying you have to clear that, put an end to that, settle that. And they're saying work it out. They're like, we're not getting involved right now, work it out, and then when you're ready, this project is going to come to you. So I'm clearly reading for a few different people here with different scenarios, but the dynamics are very similar enough for you to gather something from this reading collectively. Okay, so I see here that again, there's this idea of journeying. There's this idea of journeying here. You're a journeyman. Time to go out into the world and do your thing. Take what you've learned. It's like, yes, my son, go forth. Take what you've learned and head out. You have what it takes. But I'm also seeing here, because placement is important in a spread. Look, these two seem to go together as well. It's almost like for some of you, you're gonna have to part ways with whoever this is, this partner. If it's a romantic partner, some of you are being asked to part ways. If it's it just depends. It's not all of you. Don't get triggered. Some of you, right? And maybe it won't be a full parting, but it may, maybe you have to come to some agreement with each other on how to move forward. All right, but I do see here that there is a coming together. There was a coming together where the angels did bring you into contact with your teacher. You got the information, you're doing your thing, but you do need to now take it to a level where you are, it's like your master's project. It's your master's project. It's almost like this is, again, it's not everybody's going to be energy healers at all. It's almost like if the angels were like, you, my child, will read the energy, or you're heal with energy, right? But it's up to you to decide, wow, I kind of like Reiki. What's that all about? Acupressure, or cool, or hands-on healing, or distance heal. It's your way, right? So I'm seeing, yeah, and also, oopsies. Also here again, we're seeing this. That's the angel saying, okay, we've given you the first step. We've given you the first step, and now we're turning our back on you. It's not turning their back. It's just a card. You know what I'm trying to say? They're saying, now, let's clean that up. Let's give you space for you to explore and to experience your gifts, your crafts, rely on yourself, come to strengthen yourself, right? So that's what they're trying to say to you now. And once again, it doesn't mean you won't get help, because you have your spirit team right there. You can ask for them, you can channel them if some of you can. They'll point you in the direction of where to go, but ask. Also, the last few cards that I have here, these are the new cards. Nice, right? It's so awesome. These cards, each card has different ways that people use their intuition for divination and all sorts of stuff. It's great. Anyway, the three that I pulled for you guys, just looking at the cards here, it shows me that, yeah, you've been given something of value. Something of value has been given to you, and it's been, imagine this is your pouch, it's been placed inside your pouch. They're going to close it up and they're going to shake it around so that beautiful like light can just activate everything in there, and then they're going to let you allow you to have this light come out through you. Look at all this. This is you making your decision on how you want to apply this thing that you've been given. And see this is just clear, what's the word, fertile, like energy. It's clear. Look at this as a clear, fertile energy field where whatever you project onto there can be, whether it's you want to open your own accounting studio, whether it's you want to do this, you want to be an energy healer to politicians, it doesn't matter. Whatever it is that you want to do, however you want to apply it, Spirit is there to help you and to walk you through that and to bring you just the right texts like textbooks and course materials, so to speak, to help support your divinely chosen sacred curriculum. Okay, it's kind of like I told you guys last week, if you tuned in for last week. If this registers with you, you are doing a master's project. Okay, you're doing a master's project, and the thing about a master's level project is that you get the information and then you apply it in the way that you want it to be, and you'll be working and helping people, and of course all in the name of the divine. So that's why there's this row where they're saying you need to clear yourself. Some of you need to clear up your house first before you can fully step into this project. Some of you have already stepped into it. Some of you, my only thing to say is go play. Go play. That's what the angels are saying. They've been saying go forth. But anyway, thank you so much, Virgo. You guys are great. I love you guys. So if you have questions about what came through here, like, hey, what did you mean about blah, 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 when you said, yeah, please feel free to email me. I do my best to get through and to help you guys out. But if you would like an answer that is more relating to your energy signature, your energy field, I may have to do a reading, and I'll let you know about that. But if you just want to get a reading, feel free. Okay? Either way, hugs. All right, bye.